All right, here we go. This is Acceptable Vices for March 3rd, 2017. Tonight, anime. Desu.
I'm actually a little bit annoyed that you didn't just go space.
Anime. Space.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Space anime?
Space.
Probably
Anime.
some of it. I don't know.
Many of it. Space anime. All right.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. All right. Hey everyone, this is your happy host, Victor Frost, and this is Acceptable Vices. Tonight on the show, we are going to be talking about anime, things we've seen, things we'd like to see, and the weird things that happen in them. On the show tonight, we have Omar. Omar, what are you doing here? We're not talking about cars.
I know, right? It's kind of weird.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm just guessing that I'm pretty low on your list, and a lot of people said no for tonight, but I'll guess.
It's not that you're low on the list, Omar. It's that you didn't say anything one way or the other in the big FNPL guest chat. So I wanted to go and specifically poke at you and be like, "Yo, we're doing the show. Do you want to be on?" So
You know I can't say no, man.
I know. You have the same problem I have. You can't turn down being on a show. And of course we have Chirpa. Hey, Chirps.
Hello.
How are
you
you
doing?
doing today?
I'm pretty alright. Fucking.
You got
Giant.
your. Where's your tea, Churbs?
It's actually on the bench.
What you
I
got
forgot
there?
to put water in it, and by the time that the show started, I was just like, "Oh shit, it's too late."
Oh well.
I'll just have a giant, really strong gin and tonic instead.
It's basically
Well,
the
this
same
is
thing, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Effectively. I mean, they're
Yeah.
both from England, near enough.
All right, so we're talking about anime today, and I think out of all of us, I have watched more recent anime.
Yeah, more recent, yes. The
Yeah.
most, I don't think so.
No, definitely not the most, but definitely more recent. So Chirba, you've been binging through Netflix, right?
Yes, though with the disclaimer that it is Australian Netflix, so the selection can be somewhat limited.
Oh, huh.
A grand total of, I counted before, a grand total of 24 shows, and almost half of them are like explicitly children's shows. Like, you know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, fucking...
Beyblade.
What the fuck is that? Bakugan Battle Brawlers?
Bakugan.
Okay, Bakugan Battle Brawlers, and yeah, like stuff that...
That's
No,
the one with tops,
correction.
right?
No, that's Beyblade.
Beyblade
which
is
is
the
also
one
an
with
idiot.
tops. Yeah. Which is also
Also-
stupid.
Correction, it is exactly literally half. I forgot to count Yokai Watch and Dinosaur King.
My brother has watched so much
Um,
of those.
I'm
It's
playing
like-
Yokai Watch, actually. It's
Hey
not a
man,
bad
me
game.
too. Yokai Watch is good shit.
You're kidding me. Come on.
It's a good game, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Is the game actually good?
No, it is actually a good game.
Huh. Okay. I got a Crunchyroll subscription for the first time ever, about a month ago, and I set up in my room a little media
Porno
watching,
theater.
a little corner theater. Got my
I
comfy
didn't say
chair.
corner.
Oh, I got a little. What did you say? Wait, what did you say?
I said porno.
No, like I set up a corner theater, corner.
Which
You
also
weird-
made it a bit confusing for me when you enthusiastically went, yeah! I'm like, hold up, Woody Allen.
So I set up a little corner theater on my blue comfy chair with like little speakers over there, and hooking up a Roku to a spare monitor I have. So I've been just after I'm burned out from editing during the day, I go and I sit down and watch anime. I've been watching a shit ton of anime.
Recent stuff, or you went back to like
Recent
some of
stuff.
the oldies?
No, recent stuff. Like I'm currently up to date with interviews with Monster Girls. I finished Gourmet Girl Graffiti. I'm up to date with Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, with Kimono Friends. I'm
Is that
watching.
gourmet thing actually a cooking anime
It's
one?
not. It's not like a cooking fighting show. It's not like a cooking instructional show. It basically, I feel like the show was made entirely around the premise that they just want to show girls enjoying eating food. I think that's what the entire show was wrapped around.
Hey man, like, do you remember, oh god, what was the name of the comic? It was by Boichi, same guy that did Wallman, Sunken Rock. Sunken
sounds
Rock
familiar.
had a side series that was literally entirely just perving on the one main romantic interest girl. Like, just perving on her eating food, that's it.
I don't
And it
remember.
was
I don't know
super,
about that, no.
super popular. So some people must be into just girls eating food.
You know what? It
Slash
is.
women.
I mean, there's
food.
cam girls. There are cam girls that do that, right?
Yeah.
Eat
That's the
food in front of people.
Yeah, and I've always found that weird, but it's like the entire premise of the show is that there's this girl and she's living on her own and she's super lonely, and as a result her food never seems to taste good. But then she has like her cousin that comes and lives with her on the weekend to go to a nearby school, and suddenly cooking is great again. Everything tastes good. And
That's-
See,
Sounds-
the thing is,
yeah,
on.
go ahead.
I watched the stupid shonen fighting cooking anime, the new one.
Yeah.
Shigeki no Soma.
Yeah, Shogeki no Soma. And I'm missing that in my life, honestly, because before it was Yakitate Japan, Cooking Master Boy,
Right.
all of those cooking animes. That's what I'm missing. That shit is the only thing that bring that itch. So when you
Don't
said
forget
something about
Addicted to
cooking, I was
Curry.
like, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, no, this show
No, I have.
is-
No, I have. I think I have.
Yeah, this show
No?
is super chill, and whenever it's finally time for them to eat the food, the art takes a tremendous bump in quality, and there's like bokeh filters on everything, and it's a little bit in soft focus. It takes a incredible bump in quality, and
You know,
it's
That's a funny
Cooking
thing
shows.
that you have in common with your brother-in-law, is that both of you really like super low stakes, super chill anime about stuff.
Yeah, it's just super relaxing, and it's good. I mean, it's well, let me rephrase that. It's not like notably good. It's just average, and it doesn't have any major fuck ups.
It's good, let me rephrase that. It's not good. Excellent work, Victor.
It is enjoyable. Let me put it that way.
I'm still looking for something to cover that itch.
Give it a shot. Might not be bad. Might like it. Yeah.
I mean, you're not selling it, dude, at all.
I mean, it's. I mean, if you are not like totally into super chill shows, then
But
it's
you're
probably
basically
not-
selling it. You're basically selling it as, it's not shit, but
Okay, look, you got to understand. Like my A grade shows are like Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, Ava. Those are like the quality I'm looking at for like A grade material. This is a very solid B anime. It's not super awesome, but it's not a bad anime either. It's a solid B. So, give it a shot. It's only 12 episodes, half hour each. The ending theme is super catchy. So,
yeah, I don't know. You're not selling it, dude.
Yeah, whatever. There are
What
people
else
out
have
there
you
who
been
will be
watching?
listening that'll be like, "Oh man, that is my kind of show," and then there are people like you who are meh.
There's nobody listening.
Oh, that's not true. Well, not at present. Believe me, my ISP has been letting me know that they're kind of wishing they hadn't grandfathered in our unlimited bandwidth plan.
Are you hosting the server in your house?
No, not in my house. Good God, I would not trust my internet connection for that.
No, we've got Libsyn like every other podcaster on the fucking planet.
We don't have Libsyn.
I thought we were on Libsyn for fucking hosting.
Nope.
Dang.
Nope. We are hosted on 1&1.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Same-
you, One
same
and
as
One,
the
for
website.
your assistance.
Um,
Yeah. Also, here's a hot tip. Basically, every podcast that isn't one of the super huge ones or already a radio station, like
Yeah.
either, I'm talking like if it isn't Joe Rogan, Adam Carolla kind of levels, or like WNYC or NPR,
yeah.
it's probably hosted on Libsyn because everyone except for us apparently uses Libsyn.
I think Simpsons Syndicate is also Lisbon.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, the website and the files for the podcast are all hosted on 1&1, and I have Jetpack monitoring it for downtime. So,
Well, maybe you should have used Squarespace with the offer code.
hey, they're not paying us for this.
Not yet. And they never will.
And they never will.
Man,
It's, so you watched Seven Deadly Sins? Did you watch the second season already?
I did. I watched it while I was working, and it was okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't unwatchable, which is already a high enough bar to pass for a lot of shows, it seems. But
I
you
mean,
know,
it is.
it was nothing notable. It's just kind of medieval fantasy tropes
Yeah.
mixed in with Japanese culture tropes, mixed in with
Reverse
a lot of
harem
TNA.
tropes.
I was thinking more just a lot of TNA.
There is a lot of TNA in that show.
They're just like, hey, do you like big girls? Do you like short girls in small skirts? Do you like...
Really? Do you like really big girls?
Well, yeah, when I say big girls, I do not mean that she is, let's say, robust of the
Curvy.
waistline.
Curvy. Yeah.
Yes, that is another way to
You're
put
saying-
it. I'm
saying
saying
giant.
she's 75 foot tall.
Yeah.
75-foot tall girl with a big clobbering arm, guard thing and pigtails. That's what
See,
she.
I've been told that at least the first season is actually good.
Well, yeah.
It's not bad. I mean, it's certainly watchable.
It
It's just nothing
doesn't-
standout.
No,
Not
I mean,
that
yeah.
good.
There is one standout character in that show, and that's Hawk.
Oh yes, Hawk, the finest character.
The best character. You will mourn what happens with that
crap,
with
big
that
crap,
poor
big
little
crap.
pig.
Oh, you gave away that he's a pig, man. What are you doing?
Of course, it's a pig. You can find that out the first episode.
I know,
Okay, so
but-
he's gonna get eaten.
You meant to let them find out at the first episode.
No, the pig doesn't get eaten. The pig, notedly, does not get eaten.
I also watched some old stuff, namely Toradora and Iran. I'm never sure if it's Iran or
I'm pretty sure-
Iran.
I'm pretty sure it's Oron.
It's something like that.
'Cause that's
I've
what they
watched
say
the
in the
entire
English.
thing. I should fucking know.
Yeah,
I don't.
because that's what they say in the English dub. Welcome to Oron Academy.
Yes,
It's
the
probably Oran, right?
Yeah. Ouran.
yes, the famous anime
Oran.
about a host club in a high school. How about that? But
In
yeah,
a-
I
in
watched
a-
all of that, and that was weirdly enjoyable. In a
It's-
kind of 90s anime way.
The live action version is way more funny
I
There's
have
live
not
action
watched it.
version.
of Oron Host Club. They made a live action version. It's way more.
Oh, is that the one where there's a girl that dresses like a boy so she can be in
Yep.
the host club?
Yep. 'cause
I
she has to
watched
pay
like
back in
5 or
debt.
6 episodes. Yeah, I watched some episodes of that.
Yeah, no, it's
It was not that bad.
Yeah.
live
Yeah,
action's great. So.
Toradora, I was surprised by because I read
What
the
is
manga.
Toradora about?
Okay, basically, for those paying attention to my second screen, I just opened it on Netflix.
Yeah, Toradora, I'm just does it get really creepy at like the last 2 or 3 episodes?
Surprisingly, no. It does have the feeling of like, hey, we're expecting a second season for the hijinks to continue. Oh shit, the checks didn't clear. Time to wrap this up.
There's really no.
That sounds
Is
like exactly my. Oh, it's on my plan to watch list on my anime list. That's
Yeah.
great.
But
It's
basically,
the
it's
cute girl and the bad guy, right? The guy that looks like
Let's
he's
see.
an asshole.
Hold
yeah,
on.
basically, it's a dude who everyone's afraid of because he looks like a fucking tough guy, even though he looks like a pretty regular 90s anime protagonist to me, but, you know, who am I to judge?
Toradora is a romantic comedy that follows this odd duo as they embark on a quest to help each other with their respective crushes, forming an unlikely alliance in the process.
Yes. And the other half of the duo from Scary Looking Dude is Tiger, this tiny little girl who actually is an asshole to everybody. But has a soft side, she just doesn't know how to interact with people because, I don't know, apparently some people are into that.
So did you finish this?
I finished
She's a-
it. It was
Is she-
surprisingly funny. I actually
Is
quite
she a
liked it.
Anyway,
Is she a tsundere art character type?
No, she's just a bitch.
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's just an asshole.
Okay. No redeeming heart of gold going on there.
Well, no.
Towards the end.
She starts
Okay.
to get one towards
Sorry,
the
no.
end where she's like learning to actually be nice to people, but at the start of the show it's not like she's tsundere and it's not like she's secretly soft on the inside. No, she's just a
Oh no,
horrible
she's
person.
asshole. Yeah.
I love it. I'm adding it to my Crunchyroll queue right
Now,
now.
I want to ask something. Can you just take your head? No, because you listen to this for editing, right?
Yeah.
I need to ask something. Talking about the same, because I remember not liking the ending. Not liking the ending because of what it implied at the end.
I
Gotta be
Well,
careful
I
about
don't
the
actually
implication.
recall what it implied, to be honest. Like, I remember, like, also spoilers from this point forward and from this point backward. So get in your fucking time machines, kids. From what I remember, like, basically they get to the point where they both feel that they can confess to their crushes, and then they don't. They instead figure out that they're actually super totes in loves with each other, and they have this
Typical.
big
fucking knew it.
they
Yeah,
have
that's
this
typical.
big,
But what
torrid,
happens
rushed ending
What
where they get together.
afterwards? Sorry, Victor. I'm just sorry. But what happens afterwards is like they decide to like elope and escape.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Now I
Weird.
remember.
Because out of nowhere, they decide that they want to marry kids, and they're like, take into consideration they're like 16, right? 15, 16.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like marrying age in Japan.
Yeah, that's
It's
weird,
so
isn't it?
creepy at the end. It's so creepy
Yeah.
and weird.
Oh, it's not just that. Even though you can apparently get married at 16 in Japan, what actually happens is that they propose to go on the run until they're 18. I'm just like, what are you doing? Just finish school, you idiots.
It's just creepy at the end.
Just like date and illicitly bang while your parents are out like fucking everyone else does, man. Like, serious.
I feel like there is a process wherein you stop identifying with the younger characters in anime and TV shows and start identifying with the older ones. Cause I remember I used to be, cause I went back and watched Yu Yu Hakusho a while back, and I used to totally identify with Kuwabara, and now I am totally identifying with the more mature characters in the show who are basically calling everyone dumbasses.
Because they're probably dumbasses.
Because they're entirely dumbasses. It's amazing. Germa, you okay over there?
muted my microphone for a minute. But sorry, I'm also paying attention to the live chat. So
Okay. What's going
as
on
I
in there?
always do. Not very much.
Okay.
We have one listener who I am talking to.
Yeah. Is it my sister? I knew she was in there earlier.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
in
okay,
fact,
then.
she just
Yeah.
mentioned the red string of fate that traditionally in Japanese media
pinky
attaches
string
to the
of
pinky.
love.
Yes, the pinky string of love.
Yeah.
The weirdly uncomfortable thing that in Western countries just means you're reminding yourself of something.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I remember we were banging. Normally, I don't need a string to remember that kind of stuff, man. But you know, you do you. Whatever.
So sure, but you have read a shit ton of shitty manga.
I've
you
read a shit ton
encountered-
of all sorts of manga.
but a lot of it was shitty because
Oh,
you are
yeah.
a self-professed shit manga expert.
I am the connoisseur. I am the one who not like the idea of diamonds in the rough is one thing. I am not alongside the idea of diamonds in the rough. That is too highbrow for me. I'm like that plant in Japan that takes sewage and burns it to get the tiny little particles of gold out,
God damn.
which is an actual thing, and they make like quite a lot of money.
Wow.
The only difference is you only lose brain cells. You don't gain anything.
I do not gain gold. It is true, though I do
Well, he
gain.
gains
I do,
he gains expertise. Is what he
and I
gets.
also gain crazy manga panels to show to people.
You do have that.
You say he gains expertise, but it's more like, did you watch Kung Pao?
Kung
Yeah?
Pao. Oh,
Do you
yes.
remember the
Kung
idiot
Pao,
they were
enter
training?
fist.
But they were training purposefully, like fist to the face or knee to the groin.
Oh yeah.
Kind of thing that Chirp is like.
I don't know. I'm still hoping that I
that-
accidentally
that
got the
Lord.
secret fucking Heavenly Buddha Palm manual in my crappy kung fu books.
So how many manga have you read that you started off thinking, oh man, this is shit, and then it ended up being like amazing?
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't go into anything. Like, if I look at something and go, "Oh, this is definitely just absolute trash."
No.
Like, this is
I mean,
absolute
like
shit.
you start reading it, and you're like, oh, this is not good, but then you keep reading it because you are the connoisseur, and
Well, no, that's the
ends
thing.
up being
if
good.
if I think it's trash, I don't read it.
Oh,
I only continue reading something if it looks bad on the surface, but I think it's got some potential there. I'm not afraid to just drop a series if it's garbage, if it turns out that there is no hidden gold.
I bring this up because there have been some people on the forum shit talking about Kemono Friends.
I have no idea what that is. Please explain it to me, Victor.
Okay, hang on.
Because I didn't read your fucking wall of text on the forum.
All right, so here is the deal with Kemono Friends. The story is as such. There's this like weird, funky volcano thing, which everything in the series so far is pointing that it, along with everything else in the park, that seems weird and magical, is actually just technology. That every time it erupts, it blasts this magic pixie dust everywhere. New friends show up, and friends are not animals. They are these animal girls. They're like, so if you want, like, there's like cat girls or like elephant girls or whatever. They're not like, they don't start like that apparently. They're animals that have been given human-ish form, and the thing is that they know that because they remember being regular animals. So this whole show takes place in this place called Japari Park, which is like a safari park. We're following the main character who wakes up in there, and she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know what kind of animal she is. She has no like deep intense, like she does no like personal history. She has very limited knowledge in general, but she knows how to talk and she understands words and she can get around and she knows what basic things are.
To be honest,
like,
this sounds like me on a couple of mornings I've had. No idea where she is, who she is, has only very basic knowledge of anything.
yeah. But so she and so the first person she runs into is a serval cat, and she is, as you would if you were chased by and encountered a serval cat in the middle of the savannah. Your first reaction would be, "Oh my god, please don't fucking eat me."
Maybe yours would.
What?
Maybe yours would. I'm Australian.
Well, it's a serval cat.
Remember, yeah, he's Australian. Come on.
Well, if you were a little kid, you know.
Again,
Anyways.
Australian.
You
So
underestimate how dumb I was as a little kid.
But yeah, so the entire place is, it's basically an educational show. It's an education show for kids because it's like at every turn they're trying to educate you about the animals they get into, and it's a very low danger kind of show because they set it up from the get-go very clearly that, hey, you know, none of the animal people are going to eat you or other animals. This is like a safe place. So they're trying to figure out what kind of animal the main character is, and we know she's a human, but she doesn't, and nobody else does. We know, so they're trying to find out what kind of animal. Human, yeah.
Yeah, she's the only one. The only human.
She's the only one.
Oh, that's gonna get interesting later on.
Yeah, well, so spoilers. Up to the current date that it is widely believed. It is widely believed by the more in the know animals at Japari Park that all the humans are either extinct or have left. So, for all we know, she is the only one in the entire park. So she and Serval are going from territory to territory, trying to find out, you know, where did she come from, and where are there other humans? So, and then
it's a
there's
big possibility that there's no more humans.
It's entirely possible that there's no more humans, and all the infrastructure around the park, like the AI powered infrastructure, because there's AI in this too. It only really answers to the human character. The human character's name is Bag, because that's the only thing she had with her apart from her clothes. So it only really responds to her. And it's like they have this... Yeah. So it's really cool. It's a really good show. The only hang up that a lot of people have with it is that the CG is kind of like RBWY quality. So it's not awesome CG. It's not terrible, but it's not great. There's like tracking issues when it comes to the character's movement in relation to the scenery sometimes, especially when things are moving pretty, quickly. But I think I really like this show because the rules within the show have so far proven to be pretty self-consistent, which is a big thing for me. So also there's a penguin idol group. And
I am noticing a pattern here.
Yeah? What's that?
That you and me and you, we don't like the same things. Because this, again, doesn't sound good at all.
You must like this like super high stakes shows, huh?
No, I liked Silver Spoon a lot.
Hey man, Silver Spoon.
And that's
good.
super low stakes.
Silver Spoon is good. Yeah.
And that's really low stakes.
Yeah.
Also, that kind of reminds me of a different manga called Muranase Gaku. I always fuck up on the KUs. Gakuyen, I think. Please don't kill me, Japanese listeners, of which there are probably none.
There's like 3.
Basically, it's...
No. I couldn't figure out what anime you were talking about with all that string of mangled syllables.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, anyway, it's about a dude going to high school, except he goes to high school in a high school where all of the other students, except for one and himself, are animals.
Animals? Or animals. Or like demons? Because that's two different shows.
Animals like animal-ass animals.
Huh.
Full-on animals or humanized animals?
That's something else. That's another question. All of the girls are humanized animals. All of the dudes are just straight up animals.
Anime.
So, like, when you've got the dudes, it's like a giraffe stuffed into, like, that black, like the blazer and slacks school uniform. But then the girls, it's just like a girl with, like, koala ears who eats her own poop.
That is so ew, man. That is so wrong.
And, like, the wolf girl who runs around on all fours. And it is just... It doesn't take itself seriously. It is just fucking weirdness. It is intentionally the weirdest shit. Oh, it is also... It translates to Come Together, Seton Academy.
Come together... What academy?
Seton. S-E-T-O-N. Eton with an S on the front.
Here we go, found it.
Yes, I'll bet you have.
Ha!
And, like, the big twist that is revealed in the first chapter is that this guy hates animals. Like, all animals.
Christ.
I don't even know how you hate all animals. Yeah, the dude. He hates all the animals, but really wants to get together with the other human in the school, who is a girl who really likes animals.
Is she secretly an animal?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're saving that for the doujins that get sold under the table at, like, Comic-Cons.
Let's see. That's on Manga Box. That's on
Of course
the
it is.
Crunchyroll manga reader is bullshit.
I fucking told you, bro.
It is not good, is what it is.
All of the online manga readers suck.
No, I mean like the Android
I miss the days.
app.
I miss the
It's
days.
terrible.
You could just torrent some manga and be done with it.
Also,
like fucking online.
basically the only manga reader I've found that is worth a damn is AMR, All Mangas Reader. But you can only really use it these days if you have either Chrome Canary specifically, or like Opera, or one of the other Chrome-based browsers that isn't in the Chrome main branch.
Why?
But it
What
works.
happened?
What actually happened is that Google got rid of a whole shit ton of different types of apps, and this, because of the way it worked back then, didn't conform with the security settings, or the security requirements, sorry. Sorry, this gin and tonic's getting to me. And the other thing is that apparently Google took a little bit of a focus on a lot of the manga reader apps, and like basically just nuked all of them, except for
Wow.
maybe a small handful that were tied to official sites and so on. Like, a whole bunch of them are back now in the Chrome App Store, but AMR is no longer one of them because Briam just couldn't have been bothered to pay for the thing to get it put back on. Or at least can't have yet. To be honest, if he gets a bit more frequent with updates, I might actually chip in and just pay for it myself.
Omar,
But yes,
are you
well worth
watching?
getting.
Omar, are you watching Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid?
That also sounds terrible.
Actually really good. I haven't watched it, but I've read the manga. It is genuinely good. It is a very self-aware kind of self-parody show.
It is.
Like fan service. Anything that has the name Maid on it,
It is not
usually
fan service.
fan service.
It is not fan service.
Like,
No.
the closest it comes to fan service is, like, a tiny girl with hilariously large boobs, but that's played for comedy, and it is gone within, like, literally a chapter.
Yeah.
Like, it's, oh no, I can't control my form. Oh no, it's back.
Yeah, that
So-
doesn't. I mean, I don't know how far in the manga it is, but that hasn't even happened in the anime yet.
Yeah, it's just absurdist comedy. It's
Yeah.
great. I've enjoyed the hell out of the manga
Mm-hmm.
so far.
The anime is actually really well produced in terms of production quality. This, I would say, is an A anime.
Hey, how many letters do you think we'll get if I just keep intentionally like saying mangas instead of manga?
None.
Because for some
None.
reason people get really wrapped up in the fact that the plural of manga is manga and get really cross if you don't follow that rule.
No, I don't think we'll get any letters at all. Although
Someone's going to
this
send us a letter
episode-
now because you said we won't get one.
Yeah. Well, there you go. we won't get a letter at all. Like, none.
Actually, yeah, you're correct. We'll get an email because it isn't 1990.
Or we'll get a comment on the video on YouTube.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. Oh.
We really have to pull Nate in for the next one of these. That brother
Yeah,
is
we
like
really
a
do.
font of anime knowledge. He knows his gear.
Yeah.
And no offense to Omar, but like we are not
No.
entirely equipped for this.
I haven't. I mean, the last things I've watched was Shokugeki no Soma,
that's the
Ore
cooking
Monogatari, Monogatari, and One Punch Man. That obviously. Oh,
Oh man.
and the
What?
volleyball one.
Oh,
the
I think I know
volleyball
the one
one,
you mean. I think I
what's
know
the
the one you
name?
mean. I can't remember the name for the life of me, but I think I know the one.
I have it here. Just a second. I have it here.
I remember there was also a porno knockoff of that where like it was about a girls' volleyball team, and it was not good.
Is that the one where they fight with their butts?
No, that's Kakajo. That is also not good.
Oh, Boku no
But it is
Hero
not good in
Academia
an
as well.
entirely different way. Sorry, say again, Emma?
Boku no Hero Academia.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
is
I know that one.
fucking amazing.
I watched that
Is
one
it?
and
Oh yes.
Haikyuu. Haikyuu is the volleyball one.
Ah yeah. Heard of it, haven't watched or read
I think
it,
that's on my
but
list.
Boku no Hero, I have been reading that and it has been so good.
The anime, at least, is pretty good. I was also watching Mob Psycho 100, but I haven't finished that yet.
Okay, so
I don't know why.
I'm seeing that Boku no Hero Academia is listed as, in terms of genres, action, comedy, superpower show, and shonen. How much comedy is in that show?
Like
There's
90%.
some comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say it's some comedy. Churba says what you said. It was like 90%.
Well,
Yes.
the characters, most of the characters themselves are caricatures, right?
Yeah.
Especially
they?
the superhero, super guy, super dude.
All
Uh,
right.
the
All Might.
Add to
All
list.
Might, it's basically the American cliche of the big chin, blonde dude, obnoxious, loud.
All of his special attacks are literally just yelling out an American city name plus a
Yeah.
destructive adjective like smash or crusher or
So like
Which
something
So it's like
Probably not
Alabama
Chicago
Smash, or
Crusher.
yeah.
Detroit Smash, Alabama Crusher, New York Naked Choke, like that exact format for all of his attacks.
Wow, really? Huh. Where can I even watch this show? It's not on Crunchyroll. What the fuck? Huh.
Of course, I was also watching Hibike Emporium.
That is
Oh, I
on
really
my
wanted to
list.
watch that.
What is that about?
It's a musical one about 3 kids that join the band, and they want to play at the Golden Festival, and there's some drama behind. And I've been watching that as well.
Hmm.
Because again, if it has
Oh.
cooking, if it has music, I'm there.
Okay, so did you watch Your Lie in April?
No, fuck that show. Fuck you for reminding me of that show.
Why? Whoa, hold up. Why? You seem to have some very strong feelings
Because
about that.
it's no, because it's cheap. It goes a cheap route of trying to pull your heartstrings. But
Oh,
just,
really?
It's yeah,
Real-
come on.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Viga into this, and I feel as though she may have some opinions on that. Hang on.
I didn't even finish that. I just felt that like it was trying to. I don't know.
Just come on.
Actually, does Shiori Experience have an anime? There's a question.
Aha.
Because that is one you will definitely like, Omar.
What?
Shiori Experience. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce the Japanese version of that title.
I have no idea what that is.
It is a manga about a young English teacher in a Japanese high school. Like, she's just kind of a nebbish, nerdy, booky girl. Like, she played in the light music club in high school and played on the guitar a bit. You know, her family's going through some hard times with money because the brother ran off and went to become a musician, who suddenly gets haunted by the ghost of Jimi Hendrix.
She looks
Okay.
like the main character from Read or Die.
Like, not even like in the same way that you have Obama in Air Gear. Oh wait, sorry, I mean John Omaha. No, I mean like Jimi fucking Hendrix.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix, main character. Look at that.
Like fro flares and all. And he can plug into a 6.5 jack on the back of her neck and like play guitar through her.
Wait, 6.5?
Yeah.
What?
Standard XLR jack. Have you seen a guitar in your life, Victor?
Oh, you mean a quarter inch? Oh, okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, 6.5 mil.
Okay. When it comes to talking about audio connectors, it's a very odd mix of millimeters and inches and stuff, because, you know, we have the 3.5 millimeter, quarter inch. We got XLR. Okay.
But anyway, yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that because she's gotten haunted by Jimi Hendrix, she now has a year to become. She is 26. She is turning 27 precisely a year from when the whole thing starts. She has to become famous before she's 27, or she will drop fucking dead.
Wait, what?
And she has no band, no fame. She is an English teacher. Literally, the only thing that she owns that can help her is a single guitar.
Add
and
to
the ghostly
list.
spirit of Jimi Hendrix.
That doesn't sound that bad, honestly.
It is so
This sounds
good.
amazing.
If you don't believe me, ask Jay Bance on the forum. Like, he is also reading it. It is. We've thrown a couple of panels up on the forum as well, just from the comic. It is amazing.
Is it finished already? Is it done?
It is not finished already. I don't even know if it has an anime adaptation. It does have a manga
appear to have.
that comes
It
out
does not appear to have an
infrequently.
anime adaptation. Started in 2013.
Yeah, and it's still going. But it is so fucking good. I enjoy every single chapter of that thing that comes out. It has not had a bad run yet.
Nice.
That sounds interesting. What have you watched that Lie to Me in whatever month?
Your Lie in April?
Yeah.
Lie to me before the tax year is over.
But have you watched that?
I have not, actually. I have no idea what it's about. I've heard the name and nothing else.
And you, Victor?
It's about it. Yeah.
You liked it?
I did. I thought it was good. It's about this dude who was this teenager who, when he was really young, was a piano prodigy. But now, and I'm not gonna spoil it because it's really gut wrenching. He has a psychological block when it
The
comes to
whole
actually
thing.
play-
The whole thing is gut wrenching. Everything about that show is gut wrenching.
Everything about this anime is gut wrenching. He's got this psychological block when it comes to playing the piano now. Like, he literally cannot hear cannot hear music. The music he's playing, he can't hear it. So he's just sort of numbly, mashing on the keys. And then he meets a girl who plays the violin. and the whole thing just gets really, really. It turns like a little bit shonen fighty between the different people who go to the music competitions and
So
him.
what you're saying is that he loves watching her have a fiddle.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
There
Yeah,
is
but it's
somewhere I just know that there is a fucking someone who is like an absolute music freak who is just like, well, fuck you, man. A fiddle is not a fucking violin. Because they're fucking not.
Feel free to write in at churba@frost.works.
Actually, yep. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and just say that like fiddles, violins, violas, all the same fucking thing. Don't fucking at me. Please just stop. They're all the same thing. What are you doing?
Violas are smaller violins, I thought.
Though actually, I did date a girl who played the viola for a while. She was Italian and had really frizzy hair. Lived in Ipswich. She runs a music school now.
Oh, there you go.
She would be very cross with me if she heard me saying that a violin and a viola are the same thing. Because she was,
Violins, violas, fiddles, cellos,
A
they're all the
viola-
same thing.
A viola's a bigger violin. To put
Is
it
it? I
like,
thought it was smaller. But all right.
yeah, it's like one octave, like lower.
And we have Viga.
Hello.
Finally. Hey, Viga.
Hey,
yeah.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
There you go.
Nice and full from a nice healthy meal.
We were just Omar was just talking about how much he loves Your Lie in April.
I never
that
watched
show.
Your Lie in April. Are there lies and maybe Aprils?
Yes to both. Several of many.
Okay, so based on the title, without seeing it, this is how I think it is.
Oh boy.
A bunch
Here
of
we go.
a bunch of school kids, like high schoolers, because anime.
You're good so far.
They are in a web of lies, and it's the beginning of school, and the
No.
lies keep getting deeper, and
No.
somehow someone dies.
You're not wrong
Yes.
there.
Just the middle part is wrong.
Just the middle.
There's just one lie,
Yeah.
and it's not really a lie. It's
not.
just not saying something very important.
a tactful omission.
And then someone dies.
And then
Yes.
someone dies.
But it's like
I've been-
watching. It's like kicking puppies. The anime. It's basically that.
Yeah, it really is. And it's amazing. I
No,
watched
it's
it in
not.
VR on Netflix on my phone. I was just sitting in a Netflix cabin with my Oculus Rift on, just watching this show, and it was so good. Viga, have you been watching Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid?
I surprisingly like that because
Why
back in
surprisingly?
the day, I used to hate the maid thing because maids was a huge trend in the early 2000s. And now here I am watching a maid show, and I'm just like, man, I hate
It
to like
is-
this.
Okay, it is.
See,
it
that's-
may have
that's the
maids
first
in it, but
thing-
it is not about maids.
It isn't.
But that's basically the same thing that I told Victor. Like, it has the word "made" on it, so it's probably just fucking fan service, and I'm
No.
not gonna like it. And I'm actually watching the images in Google, and it really doesn't look like it's not fan service.
What's
Still
funny is-
frames cannot bring justice.
What's
to
funny
Miss
is-
Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
What's funny, they had an episode, episode 7 was, this is the fan service episode, Beach and Kami Kid or something like that.
Yeah.
And they legit fan serviced it up with a beach episode, so everyone's in swimsuits, and a Kami Kid episode, so you got your nerd boner right there.
Mm-hmm.
But for something called the fan service episode, it had probably the most, how do I describe it?
Tame.
No, not tame. Maybe pertinent scenes, important scenes, the most characterizing scenes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're
and
right.
I'm just like, what?
that is.
Go ahead.
You don't, unlike a lot of other anime where they have the going to the beach fan service episode and you can just pretty safely skip it. This is not one to skip.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I recently I just recorded a vlog that I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet, but it's basically me talking about it from the view of someone in an interracial relationship. Because the first
yeah.
half is about families and how one family can be like, I'm gonna kill them if you date, say in this case, a human. Toru's family definitely would not approve of her living with or being in love with a human.
Toru is a dragon.
Dragon.
Yes.
Dragon girl who turns into dragon.
Dragon who turns into a girl. A girl
Yeah.
dragon who turns into a girl. There you go.
Yes. The clothing is really her scales, so yeah. But yeah, so it was that type of conversation. I was like, well, yeah, I've had that conversation in several relationships. That's kind of whoa. And that's one thing I didn't expect. The second one was in the Comic Kit half, it was a conversation about why people join communities. That was pretty good about it.
Yeah.
And other than just the whole, let's go to Comic Kit and have all these cosplay.
And how some minorities will shun other minorities.
I didn't think about that one. But yeah, it's kind of crazy just from one episode. Otherwise, it's just cute shit posty anime.
It's so good.
It is really fun.
See, I was trying to sell Omar on Shiori Experience, and I think I succeeded better than you guys had on
Definitely.
Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, because I have one advantage in my corner over all of your
Jimi
cute
Hendrix.
maid dragons, and it's Jimi Hendrix in
fucking
a...
Hendrix.
It's not just
And it's
Jimi
a-
fucking Hendrix, it's Jimi fucking Hendrix in a cupboard.
Wait, there's an
And it's
anime where
music.
Jimi Hendrix is in a
It's
cupboard?
not an anime, it's a manga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
Have you
yeah,
been-
Jimi Hendrix is literally in a cupboard. In fact, I think I may have posted the exact panel to the forum before.
At some point. All right, Viga, have you been watching Interviews with Monster Girls?
I watched one episode and didn't like it. Yeah, I'm in the minority in this one. I thought the first episode was so boring, and I was like, well, yeah, new take, but I'm just not into monster anything.
Oh,
It's alright.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I think Victor's the most disappointed here because he is like way more into that than any one person should be.
Okay, well, in fairness, I did do a shit ton of research about mythical creatures for that one panel I did. So,
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
why-
if you like are really big into mythical creatures, that's the show for you.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely watching the wrong thing because I put in Google on Google interviews with monster girls, and I get a girl that has her head on her hands.
Yep,
That's it.
Yep, that's correct.
that is correct.
Delahan.
That's
I
Dullahan,
see
yeah.
no monsters in the images, just regular old girls.
That's
a vampire.
the point.
Omar, I want to ask you a question about Costa Rica. What the fuck is going on down there that a chick with fire coming out her neck and her head in her hands is not a monster?
No, I mean, but that's the only one. I mean, I thought
No.
it was gonna be like a lot of them.
Okay.
Oh, the
there
short one
are-
with
there
pigtails
are
is a
four.
vampire.
There are
apparently.
four. There's a Dullahan, there's a vampire, there's a Yukiona, which is a Japanese snow woman, that's Japanese mythical creature, and then there's a succubus. So there's four monster girls.
So you were thinking more like Monster High type of girls? Where they're
Yeah.
all- Yeah,
Yeah,
because
no, this is not it. This is
Monster,
a good
Monster
show.
High, Monster High, Monster. Don't ask me why I know that. I have a niece.
Ugh. It's good. It's a good show. It's very very well done
I wonder if-
conceptually and production wise.
See, that's the problem. Like, with all the things I read, I have to go and look up. Like, every time I think of something like, oh, wait, I remember this was good, I have to go and look up if it's actually got an anime yet.
Oh god, it's cooking in this room. Jesus.
The answer has been no, like 90% of the time, unfortunately.
Because you consume an unholy amount of manga.
Oh yes.
And
Statistically, most
and plus,
of them would not become anime.
And plus, I've been doing it for so long that I remember when practically every scan had this particular little image on it that was a rip-off of the 100% legal manga label that was 100% illegal manga, and everyone was putting it on their scans.
oh,
And
I
that was a
remember that.
long-ass motherfucking time ago.
I remember that.
Oh man. All right, one more anime before we have to close out the show. I'm sorry, Vega, you've only been in here for like 5 minutes.
No.
But I know, but we've been at this for like an hour, almost an hour already.
Yeah, we've
I'm
barely
sorry,
talked
I
about
was
anime.
cooking.
I know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
But
okay.
I actually have a hard time limit that I have to stop at.
Yes.
Yuri on Ice.
Yes! It is my favorite anime of the last year. It is the best. I'll tell you why it's the best. One,
Do you
great
want a
portray.
lozenge?
Huh?
Do you want a
you want-
lozenge?
Yes. I don't know why I went into excited Batman voice, but
Oh man, I just thought of the best advertisement for throat lozenges. Like it's Batman. He's hanging a henchman over the side of a roof, and he's just like, "Tell me where they are." And then the henchman's just like, right here, man," and like just pulls out a packet of Strepsils and like pops one in Batman's mouth, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, thanks, mate."
that is great.
Like Bruce Wayne voice, and then the henchman's just like, "Bruce Wayne?"
Someone give Chirba like $100 million for that idea. There you go, Ricola. There you go.
Anyway, sorry, I interrupted your Yuri. Go on.
Don't you mean yaoi?
It's not
Apparently.
yaoi.
It's not yaoi. It's like a really good portrayal of kind of how a natural relationship would start with ice skating and two hot guys. And I just, it's beautiful.
Except they dance around the issue more than they do on the ice.
Yeah, the ice is where all the hey, if you forgot, this is not a very hetero shows off. But
Except with that one dude.
yeah,
That
Kristoff.
one dude.
Kristoff from Sweden.
No, what? No, I was talking about the dude who won't stop pining over his sister.
Oh, that dude is. Yeah,
got
what the
issues.
hell?
It's anime, you're going to need to narrow it down.
Yeah.
Brother's
yeah,
got
like-
issues, yo.
Not just the animation that was beautiful and the, I guess, research it took to go for portraying the sport correctly, but just the character from Yuri trying to get confidence and pretty much be himself as a skater, as well as getting the confidence to be with Victor. The other Yuri, who was just like kind of a shonen character, jumped like in this, trying to be the best. And Victor himself. But what's also interesting is from episode 10, you realize, holy crap, if you see this from the other point of view, it's a kind of a different story. You can either get Victor's pining over this Japanese guy and being kind of stilted because he's not getting the emotions, to Yuri's, holy crap, my idol is in my house and he's crawling in bed with me, what the hell?
Victor,
Go
I didn't know
on,
you could
Chirba.
ice skate.
What?
Well, he's from New England. Of course he can ice skate.
This is true. Do you know I was at Anime Los Angeles? How many times someone? Oh, well, that was very odd. Hang on. How many times someone would I would hear someone say Victor, and I'd turn around and they were talking to some fucking cosplayer.
Hey, you know what I'm about to suggest?
No,
Cosplay.
no, that was me knowing what you were about to suggest and saying no. I am going to, however, cosplay as the teacher from Interview with Monster Girls for a panel, because that man, I very much identify with him. I have found myself reacting to the antics of other characters in that show simultaneously with the teacher in exactly the same way. So I'm with him 100%. So yeah, Yuri on Ice, that was a very it was a good show. It was well produced, but I found myself eye rolling in a lot of the situations.
I found myself like just enamored with it.
Yes, because you are the target demographic.
I surely am.
You are entirely. But I did hear one thing. There was a Canadian ice skater, a real Canadian ice skater, that was informed about that show, watched that show, and at the kiss and cry after an ice skating competition, his real initials are JJ, so he started doing the JJ style thing after the competitions.
There was this girl, figure skater. I forgot her name, but she was a huge fan
Korean,
of
I
it.
think, yeah.
I think there's must be a couple because I know one's from Europe somewhere, and then I guess there is a Korean one. But the people would give them like items from the show and throw it on the ice after her thing.
Oh no, the Korean one used one of the. Oh no, she was using a song from Steven Universe. Never mind.
Ooh, I want the link to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's about it. Next time we do an anime show, I'll be sure to give you some greater advance notice, Vega, and then we can schedule and you and I can talk about anime. We'll get Banta on here too.
Yeah.
Oh god, the dream lineup for that show is going to be like, well, obviously you and me because we're kind of necessary at this point.
Yeah, we're the anchor. We're the anchor.
Jay Bance,
Yeah.
Nate Manlin,
Mm-hmm.
and Vega.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yes, that will be a fine show indeed.
Now I got the theme for Yuri on Ice stuck in my head again. I think I just got it out with the ending theme for Gourmet Grow Graffiti.
I have
Oh,
like
well.
5 different versions of that song on my phone right now.
God, because of course you do. All right. Well, that's
You
it for
people-
this show. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Acceptable Vices. We have had Vega, Omar, and Churba. Thank you all so much for being on the show. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.